Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Marcos. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, explain to the class, what is Gluck?
Do you know what Gluck is?
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I know what Gluck is. I don't use that word because I'm not 12, but I know what it is.
Dude, I heard it on Andrew Schulz's podcast like a million times today.
Like I
They
said.
were talking about Amber Heard.
And what about her?
They started the podcast like...
I don't like it. I don't think I like that guy, by the way.
Who, Andrew Schulz?
Kind of a douchebag.
Andrew Schulz? Or?
Yeah.
Wait, how?
He's just fucking... Well, I hate that he like...
Dude, he's fucking hilarious.
No, he's not. No,
His
he's
podcast
not.
is hilarious.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Yeah, I think I hate him because I think douchebags think he's hilarious, which he's not.
No, his opening monologues, like when he goes in on someone.
Yeah, he used to have funny monologues, but he goes just for like the, what do you call it? The effect of the what is it called when they for shock effect. Like he's like, oh, and then he'll just say something like, yeah everyone, it's like an easy
so against, like,
yeah, but it's
so
like
unpolitically correct,
right? But it's just for shock effects. Like
I think racism is good.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
like
but
that.
it's not. Yeah, but it's not clever. It's just like, let me just say this. Just
I can
to
see.
say this
I can
so
see how he
get
does
clicks.
that.
That's what I don't like about it. I mean, I do think he's like I used to like his monologues. He is like talented for sure. But
yeah, but it's like all the guys like together are funny. I think there's like five guys on that.
I think his stand-up's funnier than his podcast is.
Well, I think Akash Singh, the brown guy, and then the black guy, and then the white guy with long hair, they're all fucking funny too. But they were talking about how like Amber Heard must be so fucking like her game, like her fucking vagina game, like whatever, like is so fucking good that she took a shit on Johnny Depp's bed and he was like, you know what, we're gonna work this through. He's like, imagine how fucking wrapped around her finger she had him.
I think that's more says something about Johnny. Do you like? I mean, obviously there's something wrong with Johnny Depp. Like,
bro,
dude,
Amber Heard is bad.
I do not think so.
She's so bad. She looks a little
Let me look this
off.
up. I don't think so, man.
Look, just Google.
There's
Amber
no girl
Heard.
in the world that could take a shit on my bed and I'd be like, oh yeah, this is fine. So what are you talking about?
Right. She's crazy, but
there's no.
Dude, she's like. Think about like he has options and she's like,
well, that's what I'm saying. I said that's more on Johnny Depp being a fucking moron. Be like, I'm gonna find a girl where I'll take a shit on her chest rather than let her take a shit on my bed. You think there's not girls out there that are like, yeah, I'll let Johnny Depp take a shit on my... Okay, so then why are you even... That's more on Johnny Depp.
That's what I'm saying.
You being a moron.
The only conclusion you can come to is like her fucking...
But he makes bad decisions all the time. You know, he spends like... he'll buy like vintage wines for like, vintage bottle wines that like collectors have, and he'll just like drink them. Like he's been like... They've gone through his finances before, and that's why he had to do... He had to do another pirate... He kept doing Pirates of the Caribbean because he's going broke. Yeah, because he kept spending money on stupid shit. Yeah, I know he had like... That's
interesting.
He had something stupid like he had something stupid like I don't know, like 20 houses like all around the world, and they made him because he had to sell them because he was running out of money. I mean the assets were, they were nice houses, but he just like he had homes like he'd never visited, and they're like, dude, what are you doing? You're going broke and you got this house that you've been to once. Anyways, that being said, a few years ago I went to Austin and they had a house on 6th Street that was owned by Johnny Depp, and they had a house party there for New Year's. Like whoever bought it rented it out for special events, and they were throwing a New Year's party. So we went to this house for the New Year's
owned by or previously
owned by Johnny Depp. It was a cool house. I mean, it was literally in the middle of 6th Street, and it was a cool house. Like it was weird though.
Like where the bars are, or like further down.
No, in the middle of the bars. There was just like a resident, like you wouldn't if you were walking down 6th Street, you wouldn't know that it was a house. It just looked like a regular part of the building. It didn't look like anything crazy.
Wow.
But you walk inside and it's a normal house. I mean,
a residence.
Yeah, and there's a pool. There was an inside pool. Like you walked all the way through the house. There was an inside pool in the back. It was 2 stories. It was a cool house, I guess. But it definitely needed to be remodeled. You could tell it was like older. I mean, it was still nice, but it was definitely old. It definitely needed to be remodeled. But it was still a cool house in the middle of 6th Street. I mean, I'm sure it was like, a couple million for sure. Whatever it was. It wasn't big, but it was just...
Yeah, that's funny that you say that thing about the red wine, because the only clip I've seen, well, not the only one, but like one of the few ones I've seen from this, like from the court proceedings, They showed a video of like them fighting in the kitchen. First off, like the kitchen,
who's taking a video of it?
She took a video of it.
She took a video of her
to frame him like being crazy. Like he was drunk and like fighting, and she filmed him. First off, like the kitchen like kind of sucks. I was like, this is his house.
Really?
Or this is their house together because like they're married, right?
Right.
Secondly, he has like a chalice, like a huge fucking like chalice, and he pours it with red wine, and he's like he's like
in the video.
Yeah, they're fighting, and she's like, oh really? Like, is that enough for you? He's like, not really. And then he's like, so it's funny. It's probably like the wine that you were talking about. Like,
it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
that'd be really expensive wine. Who has a chalice? Who drinks out of a chalice?
It's like daytime too. It's like the sun is shining through the windows.
Just getting shit faced at 4. Yeah. Dude, why? The thing is, like, I never see couples, like, if you're making yourself miserable, y'all should just break up. You can be happy somewhere else. Y'all don't have to. Y'all both have options. Why are y'all doing? Why are y'all just
it's crazy.
Y'all just like torturing each other
at their age.
Yeah, like, exactly.
I've done that in my early 20s.
Yeah,
where I'm like, I'm getting pussy, like, and a lot of guys will like they'll put up with a lot.
Yeah, but you're not happy.
Right?
Yeah, I don't get it.
But like a lot of guys will be like, I'm miserable, but like I'm getting laid regularly, right? It's better than being single and like going like months without it, right? That's just like the math that we do in our heads.
Yeah.
But like Johnny Depp is like 58.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that toxic shit is not cool. Like,
dude, yeah, fine.
It's like you are like
there's gotta be
in the twilight of your life. Like live a peaceful life.
Yeah, why are you? And why is she famous? What does she do?
She's an actress too, but she's like a.
Oh yeah, I heard she was really difficult to work
she's in a
with.
few things. Did you look her up?
No, what's her name again?
Amber Heard. Yeah. In her prime,
I've seen her. Well, let me see what she looks like in her prime. I never saw. She was in Aquaman. Huh? I never saw her.
Was she?
I don't think she's that good, man. She's like a normal dude. There's girls really there's girls in at college that are 10 times as hotter. It's a normal white girl.
You say that, but like when you see a girl like that in real life, you're like, whoa.
It's
like different.
I'm telling you, I went to Pretty Liars. Some of the waitresses were pretty bad there. Yeah. So I just
actually, some of the waitresses there are pretty bad.
Yeah. So I don't think. Yeah, I mean, she's like a normal white. I mean,
played like a superhero. Like, why is her hair red?
I did see her. I did see that she cheated on him with Elon Musk.
Really?
Which I thought was they have video of it. They brought it. Or Elon denies it, but yeah, they got like video of them like going in an elevator together to like the house at like 2 a.m. or something like that. Dude.
Like she bagged herself a billionaire and a fucking
go Elon.
Bro, I'm telling you that.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's just like once you're in that group, like you just like celebrities know each other. Like just get a waitress. I mean, I'm sure they're worried that like they would get videotaped or your business would put out there if you just hooked up with a regular chick. She'd be telling all her friends like, "Yo, I hooked up with Johnny Depp. I hooked up with Elon Musk." You know?
Yeah.
Where Amber Heard's probably doesn't want. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, this whole thing seems crazy. She seems crazy. They both seem crazy, and just move on, man. Be happy. Go live your life.
I feel like he's winning the court of public opinion though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I keep seeing like little like clips of him.
Oh, I know.
Funny clips. So he's like, what?
There's two.
To the opposing lawyer.
One of them was one of the funny ones was the lawyer. Her lawyer asked like, "You're larger than she is. You would say you're a bigger person, aren't you?" And he's like, "I wouldn't say that." And then she everyone kind of laughed. Like, that's fucked up. Yeah, she does look out of her goddamn mind. Well, you're that hot. I think it's just you know what I think it is. I think she's been hot for so long. Like no one's ever told. No one's ever. She's a spoiled rich kid.
She got herself an A-list movie star and a billionaire, a fucking rocket scientist billionaire. Like she's got game.
She's 5'7".
Yeah,
she's 36, 5'7".
Dude, Johnny's like 58. I think is what I read.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's been around for a while. I actually, it's funny. Yesterday I rewatched Blow just because I guess it was on my mind. It's still
I've
seen it so many times. I've seen it so many times. Like I know what's gonna happen, but it's still like even though I know what's gonna happen, it's still
the highs. Like when he's like ascending, that's like the best.
Yeah.
Like when he's like
his making mom. They picked up. I forget who's the lady that played his mom. No, his mom. Obviously, it's not Salma Hayek.
Who's the other one?
No, it's not Salma Hayek. Yeah. Is it Eva Mendes?
No, I always get...
Eva Mendes is one of them too.
I think it's
Sofia Vergara, Eva Mendes. It's not.
Eva Mendes isn't in it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I'm naming hot Latina Latina actresses. Is Eva Mendes, Sofia Vergara. No, her name Penelope Cruz.
Penelope Cruz. I get her and Selma Hayek.
They're both gorgeous.
Yeah, but
Jennifer Lopez, you can throw that name around there too. So those like the 5 hottest Latina bitches. And what was the first one you named?
Selma Hayek.
You know she's married to like a fucking billionaire, like some Mexican billionaire. He owns like a telecommunications company. Like she's straight up loaded. She's real cool too. I've seen her interviews. Real sweet lady.
If you were a billionaire like that, would you want to like date some like a older, more established celebrity, or just like a hot 18-year-old or a hot 20-year-old? Because like Selma Hayek's like 45, but she's still gorgeous. And if you have like that much money, it's like, do you want like a 20-year-old, or do you want like a Selma Hayek, a fucking movie star?
I think I would want a 20-year-old until a certain point, and then I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have a better conversation. Like if you traveled with Selma Hayek, like it'd be funner.
Yeah. I think, but I don't know. I mean, don't people get bored of each other? That's my problem. Like, I get bored of people. Like, don't you get bored of people? Like, I get bored of anyone, but I guess well, even more so if I was a billionaire, I'd be like, I don't know. Would that make you be less bored of them,
like
or more bored of them?
That like doesn't want him for his money. You know what I'm saying? Like she has her own shit, so he's like, oh.
I don't think she's billionaire status, but yeah.
Well, he definitely could have pulled her if he wasn't a billionaire, but
maybe they just in love. You ever think of that? I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm saying like him being a billionaire got him in a room.
Well, we both know what you would choose. You would choose 10, 20-year-olds.
Yeah, but I could see that being.
But yeah, like, you can only do that. I mean, yes, I would try to do that.
This is the most like bro conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, if you were a billionaire, would you have 10 times or one great girl? Everyone's like shutting.
Yeah, I like that we were shitting on Andrew Schulz. Like, we are the biggest douches. Yeah, we started this stupid.
What a hypothetical.
No
stuff here.
It was funny because I was listening. There's a podcast with just 3 girls called Blood Tuesdays, and when I listened to that, or no, was it Bloody Tuesday or something Tuesday?
Is that like referencing period?
No, I don't know why they call it that, but like it's interesting because it's like it's interesting to hear like people talk. They talk, or it's just 3 girls, and to hear them talk about relationships and stuff, it's just so different. They like,
how so?
I was the one today. I was trying to remember what they were talking about. That's funny. They were talking about how they've all been in relationships where the guy's like, what's the appropriate amount of sex to have in a relationship? Because they were talking about Bobby Lee, it's his girlfriend's on there, and they were talking about him and how he's like, he was addicted to porn, so he quit, right? And they said, during his addiction, because he fell off the wagon for other stuff too, but while they're going to therapy, like the porn was a problem, and like she said that there was a point where they weren't having sex at all, and that she just felt so useless as a woman because like Bobby didn't, she's beautiful, Bobby didn't want to have sex with her, and then but they were like, I've had been in the other way where then she was like, there's no normal amount of sex to have, it's just whatever you agree to with the person when you're in a relationship. But she's like, I've had it the other way where the guy has to have sex every day, and they were just talking, basically saying like all of them pretty much have dated a guy where like they have to have sex like all the time, and they're like, oh, it's just a honeymoon phase, and they're talking about now like they're all in kind of relationships, so they have like sex like once, maybe twice a week, and they're like saying that people that have sex like 5 times a week, it's not realistic. And I was like, I don't know what the cause is. That they were just like, they all remember a past relationship where if a guy didn't have sex or something, that they would get pissy or moany about it. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think I understand. I wish it wasn't that. I mean, I wish truly it wasn't that way. I wish I thought about it less, to be honest with you. The old monkey on the back.
Honestly, that's like one of the things that I can't not like figure out with the relationships, but like it's one thing that like, because I've been both guys. I've been the guy that wants sex all the time, and I've been the guy that like is disinterested.
Why have you been Yeah, let's talk about this. What's the difference between the two?
I think like living with someone and seeing them every day and stuff. I think like
it's kind of like, it's called being
yeah. So like, and that was a few relationships ago. Like I think the last relationship, it was pretty healthy on that front. So I think I'm kind of over it, but
You think you're over what?
Over the disinterest of like the disinterest brought upon by constant exposure to someone. Like when you see them all the time.
I think it's because I think it's because you find. I think I was gonna say this because you. But that means you like. You got to be attracted to them more than just their physical body. But if you find them annoying, like it doesn't matter how hot they are. If you find them annoying, it doesn't matter. You be a fucking supermodel. I want this girl away from my face.
Yes.
I don't care if you're hot, but otherwise, if you find them interesting and you're attracted because they make you laugh and y'all have the same interests, that's way more.
Exactly.
You definitely want to have.
When it's like someone with like positive energy, like warm and like you laugh a lot and shit. It's a healthy relationship. Then it's like different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like me. Like in a long-term relationship, I think like 3 to 4 times a week is fine. Maybe even like if I'm like really busy and like tired and shit, 2.
I wish I could have some stats to tell you what I wish I could tell you.
But like I've dated girls that like need to come every day.
That's awesome.
And so like they'll like touch themselves because I'm like I don't need to like have sex every day.
So you're the woman in this relationship. Yeah.
But no, I've dated that spectrum, and then the ones that like just are disinterested in sex altogether.
I think it's for someone that's someone that's just you gotta find someone that's on you gotta find someone that's on your level, I guess.
And I've noticed I think it's a big correlation. Like if a girl can come with penetration, then she likes sex. And if a girl doesn't come with like just penetration, then it's like more so for the guy. Like sex, like they obviously enjoy it, but it's like they're less likely to want sex more often.
That's so weird that they have the two. Like there's a different. I mean, obviously there is for girls. So I wonder what the like. Is it just a physical thing? Or I mean, it must be the way their bodies are made, right? But you think they would all, how do you make a guy come? You touch his penis. That's how you make a guy come. How do you make a girl come? Well, you got to do this. They like it when you rub their back or,
I wonder if it's like something they have to figure out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. Yeah, is it? I guess some people are just.
But I have noticed, like, if you date a girl that can come just during sex, like normally you don't have to touch her or anything. Like she wants to fuck. Yeah, a lot because like she wants to come.
Would you quit saying fuck? You can say make love, have intercourse. Every time you say, I hear you, it just makes me uncomfortable when you say every time she wants to bang,
make love.
Just makes me feel weird when you say every time she wants
to hook up.
She wants. Yes, that's better. That's much better. Thank you. Say that.
Hookup's like the best term for that.
Hookup,
it's like the least cringy.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah. Exactly. It's the hookup's fine. Or
just make love is
whenever you want to get
too corny.
Whenever you want to get physical and have sexual relations.
We can go that route too.
Anyways, how was your trip, man?
Oh yeah, this is the first time we potted.
I can't believe y'all didn't.
Puerto Escondido.
I can't believe y'all didn't make out with anyone. Y'all are idiots.
We did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, no one hooked up with anyone.
What a bunch of bozos.
Just to air my dating life on YouTube.
I mean, you can don't worry, no one cares about your stupid dating life anyways.
But we met a lot of cool people. Puerto Escondido, very European, kind of hidden, a little under the radar so far, but it's growing. Mm-hmm. Apparently there was like this big hotel that was going to go up. Like the developers had already bought the land and everything, and like the whole town banded together to get it away.
Oh damn!
To get it nixed.
Wow, that's cool. Good for them.
Yeah, so they're trying to keep it like very like small town vibes. So it's a cool vibe.
Did you do any drugs?
We did not do any drugs.
Could you find any drugs or no? And there's
there's cocaine dealers everywhere. It's like, there was actually.
I would not trust the drugs. You're right. Good call.
The first night, I was like kind of jet lagged, and like I was like. We started drinking a little bit, and we went to this one like EDM club that was like a party that they had bought. Akshay and Chang had bought tickets for.
Oh, really?
And there was this really cute.
How did they find out about this EDM club?
People just hand out like promoters hand out shit at the beach during the day. They're like, hey, we have like a night party. Yeah. So they bought tickets, and then there was this really cute Mexican girl just sitting on a stoop, like because it was like an outdoor place. And she was sitting like on like a stoop, like against the back wall.
Like a restaurant, like outside is like outside.
It's almost like it's just like an outdoor patio, kind of like the back, like Pretty Little Liars, like the outside. But think about it like dirt.
I like that you think I've seen Pretty Little Liars. Oh, gotcha. I thought you were talking about the show. What's that? There's a show called Pretty Little Liars. I forgot. No, okay, anyways. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like it's a backyard.
Yeah, I got you.
But it's like dirt. It's like way less like developed. And I went up to go talk to her. It was a really pretty Mexican girl, Turns out she's a dealer, and she was sitting there like just selling cocaine for the cartel.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and I was like, I got her number, but she obviously just wanted to give it to me
to sell you
as drugs. A business transaction. I was like, I wonder if I hollered at her. I wonder if she's dating someone in the cartel, and like he would fucking like murder me.
Are you trying?
She was really pretty. I was like, she's got to be like hooking up with someone in the cartel.
Yeah,
like, there's no fucking way.
When we went to Tulum, there was like these. We were at a pool party. It was all right. It wasn't anything crazy. I think it was on the last day we were there, which was like a Sunday, so it was like more chill. Anyways, we went to a pool party, and there was these like three just like there's regular people, like, you know, what else, pretty girls, and then there was these three like smoke shows just sitting in the pool, and we went up and talked to them. The bar paid them to just go out there and hang out by their pool, like just for the day. And they're like, what are y'all doing? And they go, well, the bar pays us to get out. And we go, because we offered them shots. They go, oh, we're not allowed to drink, we're working. And we go, what are y'all doing? And they go, well, the bar pays us to get out here.
Just to sit there?
Just to sit there and be hot.
Sober?
Yeah. And they had to be sober. I was like, oh, all right. Yeah. I mean,
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good for eye candy, but it doesn't, like, as soon as the guy like goes up to him, we're like, oh, these girls work here. I mean, but I'm sure, like, I've noticed that hot girls like being again next to other hot girls, so that helps.
You're saying, okay, but was it like a typical Tulum club, or it's like, was it like a beach club?
It was like a beach club,
like you were through the jungle,
like you were describing. No. It was like a hotel, like, or no. But like, still like a restaurant / where there's a pool in the back, and they had DJ back there and stuff.
So, yeah, so people walk in and they see that, they're like, oh, we should stay here,
right? Exactly.
Type of thing. Like guys will say that too.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's probably like worth the money that he's like the marketing.
Yeah, I don't know what they pay. I didn't ask. Hey, how much are you making to sit out here by this pool? But I mean, they must have thought it was agreeable.
Yeah, like worth their time.
Yeah. So, Anyways, well, that's cool, man. Glad you had fun.
It was fun.
I'm just glad y'all made it back alive. To be honest with you, I didn't think y'all do that.
I haven't really heard much from Chang.
Hey, dude, is anyone else worried about Chang? I mean, should we reach out? I don't know what's going on.
He was calling me a lot.
I still got the trip, and I still got to hit up Alyssa. I gotta get with her.
To get his stuff,
get his shit. Yeah, some vacuum or something. I don't know. I'm like nervous to like talk to her.
Why?
I don't know.
She seemed pretty chill.
I know.
I always respond to her stories.
Oh, really?
Just like, yeah, like random shit.
Yeah. I mean, I do. I don't know. Feel weird.
Yeah, it was a little weird when we talked to her at the bar.
Right? It was like just like a little awkward. I don't know why though.
I think she made it a little.
It shouldn't have been though. Yeah, you know.
Maybe we made it weird too.
Why? Which one of them got drinks like we always do?
Yeah, well, I pointed it out because like there was some definitely like awkward tension, energy going on. So I was like, I remember I said like, "Is this weird for you?" or something, and she was just kind of like laughed. And like, no, it's not.
It's probably the sexual tension between me and her bartender friend. That's probably it. She could feel the vibes. Me and that girl, we were getting it.
So much fucking sexual energy coming out of you. That guy's walking sex. That guy's sex on two legs.
I don't appreciate your sarcasm. I know you don't mean that. Yeah, I would appreciate you. I went to the Latin Fest in Midtown on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. You should have gone. There's babes galore.
Really? What was it, like a dancing thing, or was it like food?
It was just food, and it was just, they just had different shows. My dance company, they performed, so I just went to go watch them. I took that girl.
Oh, yeah.
She's really sweet. I'm going to see her again this week, I think.
Which one?
I mean, I am going to see her again on Thursday. One of the ones I matched with on Bumble or something.
Oh, okay. Not the one that you went to go get a drink with after you didn't do your job.
No.
Really
no, that was different. No.
Have you cut off ties with?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. I just wasn't just not into it. I was just like, I couldn't get over it. I couldn't get over that. I couldn't get over. You know what? It's funny. I was like, it reminded me of that Usher song. I would never understood that. You remind me of a girl I once knew. Dude, it reminded. I was like, dude, that's true. Like it also had something to do with her too, but obviously that didn't help. Yeah. But I was like, I couldn't get past it. She just reminded me of her so much, and I just felt like I'd already been in a relationship, and I was like, I feel like I dated you a long time ago. It was a different person, but you're so much like her that I can't do this.
Yeah.
Again.
Sometimes you see like repeating archetypes of like people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the first time that's ever had that where it was like, damn, was strikingly similar story.
I've encountered a few. Like
really?
That. Just like, yeah, like you're saying, like everyone is an individual, obviously, but like there's like a type of person sometimes.
Yeah.
And I've come across like a couple people like that.
Huh.
Or it's like, wow, you were.
Well, this one was so weird because they were both from the same country. They both moved here and got married.
Do you think it's
they were
like
both
in your mind more than
No,
anything?
I just told you the three. What did this limit? They're both from.
Yeah, but
they're both
their
around
personalities.
They're both around the
way
same.
They are their morals. Like
yeah,
them as like a person.
They were both very strong-willed people. You could tell just by talking to her.
Every Latina.
Yeah, I know. Well, I like we were going to get that drink. We were in their car and I was like, because I was like, she was like, I gotta go to bed after this drink, and I was like, oh, okay, well, do you mind giving me a ride? That way, if you go home, you know, you're gonna just drive home. I'll just take an Uber from wherever we go, and I'll just go out, and that way we don't. So I'll just leave my car at home. She's like, yeah, I'll pick you up. So she picks me up. She's like, where are we going? I was like, oh, she plugs in the address. And I go, are you listening to music? She's like, I'm driving. You put on your music. And I was like, all right. So I just turned on the radio. It was like a literally 5-minute ride. I was like, I don't feel like doing this, messing with someone else's radio. Yeah. So I just put on the radio and started listening to rap. And she goes, and immediately she just turns it off and plugs in her phone, starts playing music. I was like, all right, I guess you didn't want to listen to that.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember what song it was. Some new rap, like mumble rap or something, which she definitely didn't feel it. And then she put on like some really slow, like salsa, like it was, you know, I like salsa, but it was like really like slow, you know, and I was like, this is a elevator music that we're listening to before we go grab a drink. She's like, yeah, this is my playlist that I run to. I was like, all right. But it was like, you know, the way she did it, it was funny. She didn't make a joke about it. She didn't say like, oh, this is shit. She just I literally put it on. She like listened to 2 seconds and she just reached over and just shut it off. I know, that's what I thought too. I was like, all right,
just to not say anything.
Yeah, she didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. She just reached over and
that's just
I literally just tapped it. She looked at it and just reached over and went like that. I was like, all right, I guess you didn't.
That's just like common decency.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Turning someone's
that's
music
what I thought
off.
too. But I think it's just like I said. I think she wasn't. I guess she didn't.
It's just the way she
just didn't know. Yeah, it wasn't rude to her. It's just the way she is. You know. And she didn't. Ooh. I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it.
That would have been enough for as like a deal breaker for me.
That would have been enough.
That single incident, I would have been like, that would have told me so much about her as a person.
Right.
It's not that incident, but it's like, oh, that's how you maneuver through this world.
Yeah,
that's how you maneuver through this life.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not very compatible.
But I think, as I say, she's just very like strong-willed. So, yeah. But no, I'm not gonna see her. But I ran into it was funny. I felt so bad for the girl I did go to the festival with, because I literally every 5 minutes I ran into someone. We'd have to stop and I'd be like, oh hey, and I'd like introduce them. By the end, she's like, I'm gonna keep count of how many people we ran into. She's like, we gotta be at least like 20 right now. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, you took the Bumble date there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know, like literally everybody that I ever met dancing I just said hi to. So I'm not that popular outside of this. This is the only time this is ever going to happen. But like literally she's like, how many people do you know here? And I was like, yeah, I just know.
Is it all from your studio that you know?
No, there's like 1,000 people there or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean, I just know people from dancing. I mean, I've been dancing, like I said, the whole dancing community went out there and was like at the Latin Fest. So I ran into everybody. I ran into, remember the girl we did yoga with? And I was like, oh, I used to talk to that girl in the polka dot pants. Mm-hmm. She was out there too.
Nice.
I didn't say hi to her, but I saw her from the distance. I was like, geez, everybody and their mom literally came out.
Was the girl that we ran into on her bachelorette party?
Yes.
That one ran on Friday? Yeah. She was there? She was cool.
Yeah, she was cool.
I like her.
Yeah. I can't figure out, she must be a Dominican or something, right? I can't figure out what her ethnicity is.
Yeah, just ask her. Yeah, something like that.
She said her boyfriend is as white as like, it looks like what's your friend's name that lives in the white guy? No.
Oh, Kyle.
She look her I guess
probably gonna be really cute.
They just had a kid.
Yeah,
really. I mean, it's cute, baby. Yeah, he's this white, like blonde hair, tall, plain ass white guy. Plainest white guy you can think of. That's her That's her husband. But yeah, anyways, Queen of the South, it's good. It's like a novella, but in English.
What do you mean by novella? Like there's like a love triangle.
It's like, oh, it's like, well, first of all,
like
some of the, there's some of the the acting, some of the actors are not good at acting, right? So it's like there's parts that are cheesy, but it's like entertaining because like people die all the time, and it's funny to see how they make them die.
Really?
You're like, huh? Yeah, they just kill them off in different ways, and you're just like, oh, there's so many people have died in the show. Pretty, but
like
it's
main
like,
characters.
Yeah,
just kill off.
like they'll just kill off like nothing, and then they'll introduce new ones.
Actually, I can appreciate that.
And they'll just kill them off if you. Yeah, you're just like, how are these? I mean, they're able to keep the storyline because like say some parts you're like, how are they gonna keep this going? But then they do, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, but is it like dark and like grimy, or is it?
Nah.
Like
I think it's more. I think it's more of like it's called Queen of the South, so I think it's like a pro women drug, like a pro women drug.
Yeah,
show.
Like the head honcho is a woman.
Did you know there really was back in like when like Pablo Escobar was around? There really was a lady in Florida that fucking was like the top dog.
Really?
Yeah, there was a documentary on. I think it was like Pablo Escobar is like one of his hitmen. And his hitman like went to work for this, was worked for this lady too. And he said like during the documentary, he's like, yeah, this lady was ruthless. He's like, I think she liked killing people and liked going to war with people, but she would just like if you crossed her the wrong way, she would just send people to kill you. And
I'm just getting like vibes of like evilment. Like,
oh, dude, they go after she got murdered. Obviously, she got or I don't think they know what happened to her, but she disappeared. But yeah, he's like, he's a hitman. He's like, yeah, because one day she had a son, right? And his son knew he was one day and showed up drunk on his doorstep or something like at 2 a.m. And he's like, you know, my mom is like, yeah, I don't give a fuck who your mom is. I'm the fucking hitman. I'll get the fuck out of here. Sort of thing. But he's like, yeah, I mean, he's like told her how she used to, she said he's like, she's the only lady who I thought actually liked killing people for like, just she liked having beef with people. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Like living a life like that, like your time's gonna come to an end.
I know. Live by the sword, die by the sword, dude. You think they're not gonna get you? Dude, they're gonna get you, man.
I'm just like, if I was ever in that position and I was like bringing in tons of money, I would make a plan immediately to like disappear.
That's what I thought too.
Live in like the Caribbean.
Okay, 2 things about that. Number one,
disappear.
it's like gambling. When you're up $10,000, you automatically
I would set a limit.
If
I have $50 million in cash,
everyone
I am living in the Caribbean for the rest of my life.
Okay, here's the thing. It's not just that. That's fine. It's not just about the money at that point. People that do it's about the power and the lifestyle. You want people. You're kind of famous, right? Everywhere you go, they know. That's the drug dealer.
I'm too much of a little bitch.
Yeah,
I would be scared of like being murdered all the time. I'd be like, nope.
Who cares about being murdered? About being tortured? About killing your family? You should be more worried about that than fucking you.
Yeah,
you should be worried about being tortured.
I would have to, not have a family.
They're not gonna just murder. If you cause beef with someone, they're not gonna just murder you, man. They're gonna fucking do something.
So what would you like? How do you get out? Because you're not gonna live forever.
I'm with you, man.
You gotta get out.
I'm not a drug dealer. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna end well.
I'm just saying like the blow. Like we were
if I was going to.
Like if you're in that position and you have like 50 million in cash,
you'd literally have to. Can
you even buy airplane tickets in cash these days?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Because
you can go to the airport, pay cash.
Yeah, you can.
It's got to like set off like red flags.
No, they're gonna be like they're definitely gonna be like, what are you doing? Nate Bargatze has a joke about that. He's a comedian. Really? He goes, one day he lost his phone and lost his credit card. He was doing his show, so he got drunk the night before, lost all his shit. I couldn't remember what his flight was. Had to go to the airport and tell the lady like, I need a ticket to Austin because he missed his flight. And the lady goes, okay, well, why are you here? He's like, well, this is the place to go to buy, right? I mean, this is the place to go. Sounds like Nate Bargatze. Yeah. She's like, well, get on your phone. He's like, I don't have a phone. She's like, and she goes, all right. The lady didn't know how to do it. So she had to go get another lady that knew how to do it. And he's like, and she brought out the oldest lady in the world to help me buy this ticket. I was like, it's so good. That's so good. I know. I thought the same thing too. I was like, I think you can. I'm sure no one, when's the last time
that's how people would buy back in the day.
Yeah, I know, right?
You would go to the airport.
You just go to the airport. But what about if it was,
look at the times.
But what about if it was like, if the flights were booked? You just said, I'm not going to go today?
I think for like like a big vacation, you would get a travel agent and they would book everything for you ahead of time. But like a lot of the times you would read the fucking thing like in the 80s and shit.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, I want the 4 o'clock.
I wonder if flights were more expensive back then or less expensive. They had to be more expensive.
Like relative?
Yeah, relative.
Like,
yeah, relative to now. Was it more expensive or less expensive?
Like relative to like how much they made and how much.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's look this up. How much?
It's more than.
It's way cheaper. It had to be way cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah, for sure.
Cheaper were flights back in the day. And when did flying start? Flying started in like the 30s, right? Or like commercial flying probably started in like the 40s. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, because like now, like, I mean, people just hop on flights.
How much cheaper? What would flights cost in the golden age of travel? Let's see what this says.
What's the golden age of travel?
Yeah, I don't know. This can't be right. That's a ridiculous number. According to a study by Compass Lexicon, commissioned by Airlines of America, the average flight from LA to Boston in 1941 was about $4,539. Holy shit.
Wait, how much?
$4,539 in person in today's money. And it would have taken 15 hours and 15 minutes with 12 stops. With 12 stops?
No.
Holy shit.
What year?
1941. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, but how about like the 80s or 90s? Is that the golden age of travel?
By comparison, a nonstop flight in 2015 would cost $480, taking 6 hours.
Yeah, it's gotten way cheaper.
Yeah, it's got to be cheaper. Wow, that's crazy. What'd you ask me?
The original question was, you're a drug dealer, you have 50 million in cash.
Oh, right.
Under your mattress. I say you go to the airport.
Okay.
You're like, hey,
you're not going to
buy me a fucking plane ticket to Turks and Caicos.
No, you're already doing it wrong. What are you talking about?
What do you
mean? You don't do that. You buy a yacht and you don't tell anyone you're leaving. You buy a yacht.
Is 50 mil enough for a yacht? You could buy a smaller boat, a small yacht.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's 50 mil for a boat. I mean, how much does a yacht cost?
Let's say, you
could buy a yacht. You could buy a $10 million.
A used yacht.
Yeah. You have $40 million on this yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy a $10 million yacht, and then you can just travel, like take it wherever.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't.
Is there like customs that you need to?
You gotta. First of all, you gotta get worried. There is such thing as pirates. That's a real thing. They see a yacht on the
40
got 40 million on your boat. What are you gonna if you get? You gotta put it somewhere. You can't just have Bitcoin. Yeah, you have to use crypto, man. You have to use Bitcoin.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Or put it in a foreign bank. But how trustworthy are fucking foreign banks?
It gets tricky, man.
That's why people like storing money in America because, or Sweden because it's the safest. But even then, man, it's pretty sketch.
Yeah, Kyle was telling me he wants to buy like a finca. A finca is like a ranch like out in Colombia where it's like a lot of people like wealthy, like they own like ranches and like you just take like friends out there to party and shit.
Yeah.
It's like a ranch with like I don't know. It's like really green and lush and you can have a pool, house, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like $200K USD, I think. But the thing is, you can't get financing.
Oh, you have to pay cash money?
American banks won't loan it to you because like...
It's fucking Colombia.
Yeah, it's real estate in Colombia.
Right.
They can't like foreclose on it if you don't pay. And then I think like Colombian banks won't finance it either.
Because they don't have the money?
I don't know. I think it's like if they will, it's like
they're not going to give it to
20 or 30% like rate or something.
Well, they're not going to give it to American because American just be like, well, I'm moving back to America. And
he said so. Most people just buy it in cash.
Right.
Yeah, because like let's say you default on that loan in Colombia, like that doesn't impact your credit rating, right?
Right.
It's like your American credit rating, like those are different.
You just be like, yo, Colombia, deuces, man, I gotta go.
Yeah, so you'd have to buy it in cash.
Dude, we should buy a ranch
for Colombia.
Dude, I'll throw down 50 on this. You throw down 50. What's his name? Throws down 50. We only need one more, dude.
Yeah, it's like out in the fucking wilderness. It's probably like.
Are we going to New York? We need to go to. We need to book this.
I think I'm gonna go to. So here's my plan. His birthday is Saturday night. I think I'm going to fly in Saturday, 3 to 8. I land at 8, go to their hotel or Airbnb, change, go out. His birthday. He's got bottles.
Okay.
Like 20, he's expecting 20 to 30 people.
Uh-huh.
Then Sunday, I guess, is an open day where I think Sonny will be coming back from India, but he said he'll be jet lagged, but he's going to try to do something.
Dude.
I'm sure Arden will like want to get like lunch and like, I don't know, we can like explore the city for a day and then come back Monday. So it's a really short, like.
Tell him to get some Xanax and fucking sleep on that plane, baby.
Yeah.
Drugs. Xanax on the plane. You get some uppers when you get off the plane.
No, yeah, he'll do it.
It's like a 24-hour difference in India. What are you talking about? You can't. You gotta have some drugs to help you out here.
That's my plan. Go in Sunday, party, leave Monday.
Go in Monday. Going Saturday, you mean?
Go in Saturday. Yeah, sorry. Monday, the flight home is at 4, so I'll probably like go to a coffee shop and work, and then head to the airport like around like 1 or something.
Okay.
So it's not like quite a vacation, but it's more just like a quick little weekend. And flights are $120.
Okay.
So
let's do it.
Okay. All right.
This is gonna be interesting.
We'll tell them you're coming.
Tell them to have the hookers ready. There's an app for, speaking of, I wonder if they still have it. Last I saw, I'll have to ask Tyler. There's an app, or there used to be an app for professionals. I'll have to find out what it was.
Professional.
And then they only did it in New York. They only do it in certain cities, like New York, Columbia, or New York, Miami, Chicago, Los Angeles. They get professionals.
Professional.
Never mind. Anyways.
Wait, but in what context?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. Anyways.
Hey, this is a safe space, okay? What are we talking about?
You're right. We should talk about this on the internet. You should not put this on the
I can talk about
Yeah.
How many times
we can talk about whatever you want to, but yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be cool.
Well,
quick turnaround trip.
Yeah, it's just like just to support him for his birthday, because I'm a big birthday person. Be there for that. I told you.
Why are you big? Who cares?
I've had people that didn't show up for my birthday in the past, and it feels like shit.
All right, man.
And I remember one time Sophia told me this like really just like heart-wrenching story about her 4th grade birthday. Like no one in her class showed up.
You told me that.
I was like, oh my God. This was like around the time we were planning. Yeah, this is my ex. We were planning her pool party during COVID,
right?
And I think we were like having like a little fight because like she was stressed and I was stressed. And then she told me that story, and I like my heart broke for her.
Well, a bunch of people.
I was like, no one showed up for your 4th grade class. Like,
so,
you were like, I've seen like pictures of her as a kid. Like, she was the cutest little Asian girl.
Oh,
I was like, oh, I can imagine her like just sitting there waiting, and no one showed up.
Aw, well, it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
I never had any birthdays when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what Kyle told me recently? Well, is that because you didn't want them, or?
They just, you know what it was? They always said because our birthdays are all in a row. It's like February. I forget. It's my mom's, my dad's, and it's like within like 2 months. Like we're all, so I'm the last one. So it's my mom's, my dad's, and it's all within like 2 months. My sister, my brother, and then me. And so I just never had a birthday.
Kyle told me, I don't know, this might be bullshit, but a friend Kyle told me, you know Kyle, I don't know why I said it like that, but that people who don't want to celebrate their birthdays, I guess it's like correlated with like lower self-esteem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which kind of makes sense, but also like, I don't know, because some people just aren't birthday people.
No,
but I have noticed like the more confident I've gotten, the more like self-confident or like self-assured I've wanted to do like bigger things. Like when I was like kind of like self-conscious like in high school and shit, like I didn't want to do like,
I don't mind doing it, but I'm not good at planning. I'm not good at planning parties. Yeah. So it's not my forte anyway. So I'm not gonna plan a party for myself because I'm not good at it. I don't know what to do. You know. So and I also don't like. That's the thing I don't like about weddings. I feel like we're forcing people to have fun. It's like if you want to have fun, but I don't want you to. You know, I want to try to make my wedding have the most fun. But you ever been to like a boring wedding? Everyone's there like just staring at each other. Like, why are we all here? Like, I like you and I'm glad you're all married, but this party sucks. But this wedding sucks. You know, there's nothing worse.
Yeah. A few of them have been like forced fun.
Like the party you went to the other weekend. I was like, what? Why? I was like, why are we?
They were having fun.
I was like, why are we here? You know, how? I don't get it. Like, dude, this isn't. I've been to high school parties that were more fun than that. Like, guys, what are we doing?
Yeah.
How are you having fun?
My issue with that crew is that I feel like they're a little bit younger, so they're more worried about like being the center of attention in a party and like hopping around like different groups and like saying hi and stuff, versus like actually like I didn't feel like, I don't know, there's like very welcomed there.
There's like 10 people there. What are you talking about?
But that's what I'm saying. Groups? Like I feel like they barely talked to us or me. Oh. And I was like, hey, I made an effort to come here. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like I would make an effort to like, if people were just kind of like standing around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got what you're saying.
Like,
be like a host.
I'm worried about like, I feel like I would worried about like
people come to my gate and being able to open the door.
Yeah. There's stuff like little things like that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it kind of shows
it's just called being an adult. Yeah. It's just called being an adult.
Yeah. It's just like it shows that they're like mid to young 20s and
yeah.
It comes.
Don't worry, you were dumb at 1.2. You can say it.
I was fucking idiot.
We're still trying to get you out of that. But dude, I don't know if am able to say this, but last Friday I went to my cousin's baseball game. This is the last. He's a junior. He's got these are the last couple of games, and it's down the street. So I went on Friday too. I know you're not supposed to say this, but there were some good-looking high school. I was just like, Jesus. And I remember, like, I'm sure there were. I do remember one time, me and my girlfriend Sadie went to a football game when we were juniors. We must have been juniors, and we went to a football game. She was a really pretty girl, and she had a large. How do you say? What is the proper way?
Voluptuous?
Yes, voluptuous. That's the word I was looking for. She was very voluptuous. I think she just like that day we went to the football game. I think she just happened to have on like a white shirt, right? And she was. It wasn't like super tight, but you could see. Yeah, she was a small girl, and she was like. And then I remember walking behind her and just. I remember feeling eyeballs on, like we're walking down to get to the seat, right? You walk down the bleachers in front. You literally got to walk, and everyone's on the bleachers and looking down. And I remember like, is it me or is everyone looking at? And I look, and like, there's literally all the dads are just staring at her. Dude, and I was like, oh no, they're checking out this 17-year-old's boobs right now.
That's universal, man.
Yeah, I know. I can't not. I mean, yeah. It's not like I would. She is. Yeah, I was like, yeah, she's beautiful. It'd be weird to like say anything, but I'll give you that. She is beautiful. Yeah.
That's such a weird thing, man.
I know. But there was.
Why do we have to feel shame over that? Like. Biological drive to stare.
It's just
it's like you obviously can't do anything or say anything.
Right. Yeah. Don't say, hey, great tits, but you are beautiful,
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So now it's come full circle.
Yeah, it's come full circle. Now I'm the old creep in the stands. Wow, hey, great tits, lady.
Yeah, what a life.
Remember the good old days? I used to have a babe like that. Yeah.
At the baseball game too.
Where was
people go to the baseball games?
It was a Friday night. So I think that's the reason. There wasn't really anybody there.
I never.
It
went
was
to
so
a
nice
high school
tonight.
Baseball game.
I mean, yeah.
I know people went, but did you go to like high school baseball game?
I mean, I'm sure there was like special. Some special. I maybe went to one or two. Same thing with soccer. If there was like a special thing going on,
like
I would go.
I would
go. Yeah, if they went to playoffs, I would go see them. But otherwise, nah. But it's just like it's just the parents in the stands, No one else gives a shit.
I just remember football games. It was just like the point was just get obliterated drunk before.
Yeah. That's the best times, of course. Why are you talking? That's the fun. Yeah. That's when drinking is fun.
Show up
that's when drinking is like, that's the probably funnest you'll ever have because you're just getting drunk with like your friends. You all know each other.
And you're just like discovering like what it is to be really fucked up.
Yeah.
Or you're just crushing beers or like
and you got no
shitty Bacardi.
You show up hungover to your job, no one gives a shit. You're in high school. You gives a fuck. You don't got bills to pay.
Yeah.
That's when I think people should drink in high school because that's the funnest time to drink. College, you got to worry about grades. You starting to get responsibilities.
College is still fun.
It's still fun, but high school is like carefree. Who gives a fuck?
I think you should drink in high school because then in college it's going to be like a shit show.
Yeah,
Like
you
you're
should
gonna,
warm up. You should prep
you're
yourself.
Gonna go
Yeah,
way
exactly.
overboard.
Yeah, there are people that
like
go
learn how to
drink,
not be throw up in high school. Like
that's
whatever.
the thing they do in Europe.
Learn
like,
your limit.
Like Europe, they're not assholes about drinking because they've been drinking ever since you're 16 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You're allowed to drink. They don't go crazy like we do.
You know what I heard recently about European drinking?
What?
That like I mean I've never been to Europe, but it sounds like the American side sounds true. Like here we're very segregated with our drinking. Like we have places for young to mid 20s. We have places for like upper 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Like people in different age groups don't drink together.
Yeah, that's
so if
true.
you go to a pub in England, old people are drinking with young people. Like everyone just goes to the pub. There's not like we self-segregate here. And like 40-year-olds will only drink at like older bars here. And like 60-year-olds will like,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We self-segregate based on age.
Because we have like cooler places like.
But apparently, like he was like, it was some comedian he was talking about it. It was like in London, like people just go to the pubs, and you have 60-year-olds like drinking with like 20-year-olds and shit.
Yeah, that's definitely not the case here at all.
Yeah,
we even have
like,
different.
It really is. Like we self-segregate.
We even have different demographics of like people. Like these people, these kind of people go here.
Yeah,
if you want to go be more chill, you're gonna go here.
Yeah,
if you want to dress up and go fancy, you're gonna go here or here.
Yeah, which I'm sure they probably have that to an extent, but I think it's much less segregated. Than we like.
But
it was interesting. I was like, I don't know if I'd want to go to a pub with like a bunch of like 60-year-olds just chilling. But I guess
I wouldn't. Also,
but that's like, is that American in me that I'm like, I can't hang out with
what am I gonna do with these fucking? No, what am I gonna come with these old people? No, I don't want to. Yeah, what are you gonna hang out? Call your parents up on a Friday night? Hey, you want to go hang out?
Trying to get some 40-year-old's number?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have
some 60-year-old's number.
I wouldn't have a problem with that, but. What was I doing the other day? I was like, oh, this is what it's like to be a girl, to be looked at. I don't remember what it was. I cannot remember because like I feel like I was like being harassed the whole time, and I was like, is this what it's like to be a girl? I can't remember.
I've felt that a few times, and it's like 80% of the time it's been at the YMCA with old men. I can imagine.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Was that what it was?
Dude, I've been stared at by old men at the Y, and I'm like, is it a youth thing? Are they like looking at me?
No, they're trying to get your dick, dude.
But then I'm like, imagine what it's like to be a hot girl at the Y.
Like, I know. I'm trying to imagine. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, if this is what it's like to be a girl all the time, I'm so sorry, ladies. This sucks. Because I was like, I felt so like vulnerable or like just being like looked at like a piece of meat. I don't remember what I was doing.
Was it like the Latin Fest or something, or like dancing? or anything?
No, I don't. I just don't remember what it was. But I was like, it was a weird feeling. That's funny that yours was with guys though.
Yeah. It's never like
Is there any hot chicks trying to rip your clothes off?
Or like even like an aggressive old lady or something like that would. I don't think I'd mind that. Like an aggressive old guy is like very creepy to a young girl, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
But it is true. Like, there's no such thing as creepy.
What do you mean?
You have to, if you're ugly, it's creepy. Like the actual thing, like creepiness doesn't exist.
That's true.
It doesn't exist.
If you're hot,
it's not a real thing.
If you're hot and rich, you're never.
It's not creepy.
Yeah.
Creepiness is not a real thing.
Yeah,
It's
Elon Musk will never be creepy because he's Elon Musk.
He's fucking weird, but
yeah, he's weird.
But
no,
yeah.
If it wasn't Elon Musk, he'd be really weird.
Yeah,
and creepy.
Yeah, exactly. Creepiness is not a thing. But like, still, if I was like aggressively checked out by an older woman, I'd be, that's pretty cool.
I went to was it on Sunday? On Sunday, I went to the social or to go dance at Access Alibi. There was a very attractive older lady. She wasn't, when I say older, I mean like she had to be at least like 4 years older than me, I would think. And so she was still young. She was still very attractive lady, but she was like a little bit older. And I remember like I remember thinking like it was weird. When I talked to her, we talked to her a little bit. She still had I forgot that she was like I felt like I was talking to a younger woman, but I like when I looked at her face, I was like, oh yeah, I don't know what it was. It was weird. She was older, but she had young energy. It was really sweet. She seemed like very nice. And I go, she had accent, and I could tell she wanted to talk to me in Spanish. And I was like, oh, yeah, this English lady. She's like, where are you from? I was like, Houston. She's like, I was like, where are you from? She's like, Monterrey. And I was like, oh, And then you could tell, like, after that, I was like,
was she pretty?
Oh, she was gorgeous.
Monterey has the prettiest woman.
She's very pretty face. You could tell, like I said, she's aged, but she was like, what was the actress who we were talking about earlier? She reminded me,
Salma Hayek,
dude. She had like Salma Hayek beauty, and you could tell, like,
dang.
She wasn't even like done up or anything. She had a little makeup on, but nothing crazy. And I bet you if done up, she'd probably be like smoke show. Like, whoa, so I tried to older lady.
Huh.
I danced there. I held her a little bit. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all held hands?
Yeah. I wish, man. Nah. But it's been about an hour, man.
All right.
You look pretty tired.
Do I?
Yeah.
I thought
Nah, that was a good.
Yeah. I thought it turned out pretty well.
All right. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Be sure to follow us on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. And we'll see you next time.